Passive aggression most definitely is spiritual warfare, and they threw their shade in private, but God will judge in public. People do things all the time in our lives, and then they want to make it seem like it's something wrong with you. See, a person that is really eat up inside with just evil, they do little underhanded things, and then they want to act like they don't know what happened. Oh, it must be you. You're crazy. You're losing your mind. I would never do that. I want you to understand, baby, that the devil is a deceiver and the devil is a liar. And because of the call that you have on your life, the devil wants to stop you from being everything that God has called you to be and do in this world. The devil wants to crush your self-esteem, hurt your feelings, and have you over there all up in your feelings and sad, because he understands that if he can keep you on a lower level of spiritual resonance, then he knows that that gives him a door to continue to mess with you. You to know that you are not crazy and God sees everything. For so many of us, we have been confronted with the spiritual warfare and people using their passive aggressive ways to do things to trigger us. They throw a brick and hide their hand. They gossip behind your back. They ignore you. They overlook you. They step over you. They procrastinate. They lie. They scheme. They smile in your face. But behind your back, it is another story. See, this most definitely is spiritual warfare at its best, because the devil's job is to do anything to trigger us, to get us off of our game. I want you to know this. According to Psychology Today, passive aggression is a way of expressing negative feelings such as anger, annoyance, or indirectly instead of directly. Overlooking you, stepping over you, backhanded compliments, sarcasm, making excuses, the silent treatment, and procrastination. That's all just the traits of just being passive aggression. People do things all the time in our lives, and then they want to make it seem like it's something wrong with you. See, a person that is really eat up inside with just evil, they do little underhanded things, and then they want to act like they don't know what happened. Oh, it must be you. You're crazy. You're losing your mind. I would never do that. I want you to understand, baby, that the devil is a deceiver and the devil is a liar. And because of the call that you have on your life, the devil wants to stop you from being everything that God has called you to be and do in this world. The devil wants to crush your self-esteem, hurt your feelings, and have you over there all up in your feelings and sad, because he understands that if he can keep you on a lower level of spiritual resonance, then he knows that that gives him a door to continue to mess with you. But I'm here to expose the devil this week, particularly today, to let you know that he's sure enough busy. I was talking to a friend of mine, an older woman. I call her my mom. And she was telling me that spiritual warfare is at an all-time high. I never really claim it, you know what I mean? But I listen. And I want you to know that spiritual warfare is one of the most subtle things. Sometimes it's not just in your face. It's the subtle things that people do to mess with you. And I want you to know that anybody that's dealing with somebody that is using their passive aggressive ways to send a message because they're not strong enough, nor do they have the courage to face you directly, It's because they're cowards. And I want you to know that the Spirit of the Lord in you, it scares and convicts them. And they do little things behind your back and throw their shade, but they will be judged in public. I want to go a little bit further and give you God's response to those that may be messing with you with this passive aggressive spirit. Luke 12 and 2 through 3. A time is coming when everything that is covered up will be revealed, and all that is secret will be made known to all. Whatever is said in the dark, honey, will be shouted from the rooftops for all to hear. Proverbs 26:24 through 26. People may cover their hatred with pleasant words, but they're deceiving you. They pretend to be kind, but don't believe them. Their hearts are full of many evils. While their hatred may be concealed by trickery, their wrongdoing will be exposed in public. And I want you to know this: God don't miss anything, and he sees everything. I want you to also know that your vindication is here. Your victory is upon you. Stay consistent with what you're doing, even when the devil tries to mess with you. When he tries to make you feel bad because you weren't invited to a function. When he tries to leave you out to shake your soul. When he tries to work through low vibrational beings to ruin your life, stand on the word of God and know that God will prepare a table in the presence of your enemies. Psalm 23 and 5. So take their fake peace. Come on. It's fake peace that they give you, but God will deal with them openly. They will face consequences for messing around with you. Something's going to happen in their lives that's going to utterly shatter their world. They may think that they have it all under control today because how they are misusing and choosing to be low down and deceitful and throw shade in their own passive aggressive way. It may seem like that everything is working out, but they have not began to pay for the way that they choose to deal with you. Because when it comes to children that belong to the Lord, baby, I want you to understand that God don't play about you. I want you to know that today, because people are already trying to do little things to get you to feel down. They want to overlook, they want to play dumb, they want to act stupid and gaslight and act like you don't know what's going on. When the spirit of truth resides in the inside of you, you can see through the shade. See, they shaded you in secret, baby. But I want you to know this today, that God will judge them in public. And if you know what I'm saying is the truth, comment below. God sees it all. I love you guys. Peace. And I still be believing in you. Have a good day.